Welcome back to Barb's Crochet Den. Sorry. Okay, so today is Wednesday, November 12th. I have today and tomorrow off, so I've got a plan, kind of ish. But first, I have 3.5 skeins of my latte yarn left. And this blanket has gotten huge. Oh, this is my 6-day Granddaddy-O blanket from Betty McKnit is what I'm using. And actually, I'm going to turn it around so I don't keep taking yarn out of the skein. Okay, so here we go. This is how tall it is. Ugh. Here's what we've got on this thing. And here's how wide it is. Let's see, corner to corner. Oh, sorry about that. Yep, it's already as wide as my arms. I started with 11 skeins of yarn. I now have 3.5 left, not 4, 3.5. I have 3.5 left. And this thing is big. I don't think I have very many more rounds to go on it because it is so big. And I was going to see how far one skein of yarn would go around, and I forgot to check it the last time I went around. I think 5 or 6 rows. Well, one of these was a factory knot. And yes, I knot this and I leave my tails really long. And when I weave in the ends, I tuck that knot between stitches so you can't feel it. But I have a lot of ends to weave in. So, and you know what? This one's on the wrong side. I've been trying to go through and put them all on the right side as I go. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to flip it to the other side because I just want them all on the same side right off the bat. So it looks like that was the only wonky one I had. So I'm excited. This one is going to be done soon. Now, this one I've been doing here and there, like you can see right here. I stopped mid-round on the single crochets. Just stopped mid-round. And that's because to go all the way around takes me quite a while. Now, when I showed this to my husband, I asked him, what do you think of this? And he says, it looks like coffee. I was so excited. I was like, the yarn's called latte. Yes. However, when I see this light part right here, I think like chocolate chip cookies. So this blanket's like chocolate chip cookies and coffee. It's awesome. And it is very, very warm. So I think the person I'm making it for will like it. Sorry about my sniffles. I've been getting over a cold. I was sick for 5 days? And then I started feeling a little bit better. So I'm still getting over that cold. But when I was sick, I would make this blanket, a side here, around there. And I have 3.5 skeins, and I'm done. However, today and tomorrow, that is not what I'm doing. I am parting all the yarn threads. Yep, I've got threads. You know what? I'm looking at this, and those are all going the absolute wrong direction. Okay, I have to refold this because they are Not going the right way. Okay. Well, I fold this. This is the blanket I'm making for my husband. And sorry, you're getting the wrong side of it. So you're seeing all the threads. And this blanket has the moose on it. But you can kind of see the pattern emerging. Like this is like grass right here. And here's like that's a moose leg. And this is another plant. So it's foliage in the forest right now. And I am almost done with the very dark brown. This color right here, I am almost done with that color. So the only dark brown that will be on this is going to be on the very ends for the trees. So the end right here is coming up into the tree. And on this side, this end is already the tree. So the goal is to get, let's see, I just finished row 37. I want to get 8 rows done. So that's 45. I want to be up to row 45 by the end of tomorrow. However, I would like to get a lot farther than that. I would like to get to row 60 or so. But I don't think that's possible. Although I did calculate, and according to the hours, if I was crocheting, I could get 24 rows done. I don't know that that's possible. I do have other things to do too. But I also calculated I have to crochet 2.8 rows every day to get it done by the deadline I've set. Now, that does not count weaving in the ends. I didn't account for weaving in the ends. So I figure I would have to crochet at least 4 rows every single day to get that done on time and weave in the ends for it to be done when I need it to be. Am I going to crochet 4 rows every day? Probably not. There are days I will not even make it to 4 rows in that day. But I'm going to try my best. And today I'm going to use today and tomorrow, since I don't work, to get ahead on that if possible. Because all I have to do is minimum 8 rows for today and tomorrow. If I can do more than 8 rows, I will be ahead and I will start creeping ahead on that, which is exactly what I want. Now, the other times when I'm not doing that, I'm doing this other blanket. This one is almost done because I'm only going till all the skeins run out. Obviously, I'm not buying any more yarn. Just when my latte skeins are done, it's done. However big or small it is. This one, I think this one over here is bigger than what I thought it was going to be. And I measured to make sure it was the exact length I wanted. It's looking a lot bigger than that to me. So I don't know what happened. Bigger is fine. It's supposed to fit a California king size bed with, I think, about 1-inch drape over the edge. I think it's bigger than that, but we'll see. We shall see. It has, like I said, I'm on row 37, and there's 371 rows total on this blanket. And I'm hoping and praying I can get it done. However, I think part of it, the hard part, is done because the bottom part with all the different color changes is what got me. And the only other part that has a lot of color changes like that will be at the top, where the top of the trees are. I think that's where the most color changes are. The middle of the blanket isn't as many color changes. So I think I'll be okay for a while now. And there was a while I didn't really want to make it because, as you saw, the yarn is all tangled. I have to keep untangling it every couple of rows. And that really was bugging me. But I can see the picture, so that makes me happy. I can see the picture forming, and I really like it. So I'm going to keep going with it. Obviously, I'm not going to stop this one. It's going to get done. Now, I think the middle, without as many color changes, I think I'll be able to get done a lot faster. So here's to crossing our fingers and knocking on wood that we can start speeding up on it and getting it done as quickly as I can. The other thing, I have not woven any ends in on anything right now. Nothing. All the projects I needed to weave the ends in on, guess what? Still needs done. But that is not time sensitive like this is. Those don't have deadlines like this does. So we're getting this one done. And I'm still asking myself, what did I get myself into? I don't know what I was thinking. Really don't know what I was thinking. But once it's done, oh my gosh, it's gonna be worth it. It really is. So I'm gonna crank this out. Also, maybe I should have tried to make the graph smaller. Use a bigger size hook. I don't know, but it's gonna be a very warm blanket. I tell you what, it's all single crochet. It is single crochets. It is a graph, and it is, what was it, like over approximately 300 stitches across. I'm using an H hook. I didn't want a lot of holes in this blanket. I think I achieved that goal pretty good. My problem was, I thought, I've made wall hangings before. This blanket can't be that hard. It's a simple picture. It's gonna be easy. Should have really thought that one through a little bit better. Really should have. Didn't. So here's what I'm doing now. And then I am designing another blanket. Oh, that one's going to be a lot more difficult. It really is. We'll see how that goes. So, when I'm done crocheting for the night, I will probably use my stitch fiddle and continue designing that other blanket because I was not sure about it. I just can't get the letters right on it that I want. They're not big enough. So, I'll figure that out. But that's a whole ball game for another day. This is the prize. This is the winner. This is the must do. This is the needs done yesterday before breakfast. So, because I do want to wrap it up really nice too. So, I gotta crochet till my little fingers fall off. And boy, do they feel like they're gonna fall off. I've been crocheting a ton since that first 6-day star blanket I made for my grandson. And that was last February. So, seems like I've been crocheting nonstop since then. So, nice. Oh, and my star blanket, no progress. None whatsoever. Although today there will be a little progress on that here in a few hours. It is 12:20 right now. So, gotta get these 4 rows done. Actually, I'm hoping to get, I've already got 1, so I need 3 more rows. I'm hoping to get 5 more rows, maybe more. It depends on the color block sections. If I have to keep adding. Honestly, I just want to keep going so I can start snipping colors off of it. I really do. Start taking some of them strings off. That's why I want to keep going. I really do. However, the one thing on this blanket, I hope I have enough of the Big Twist color in camel. I got 4 skeins of it. However, there are 2 different dye lots. So I have 2 skeins that are lighter than the other 2. So I can only use 2. I'm using both ends of each skein. I'm hoping I have enough. I really am. I think I grossly underestimated how much of that I was going to need. However, if I was smart, I would have just used it. Yeah, each animal would have been one of the skeins of yarn color. Well, it's too late to change that now. I don't know why I just now thought of that, but okay, so that happened. Alrighty then. Okay, so anyways, 3.5 skeins of latte left. Do that sporadically, not consistently anymore. 2 days. Okay, 1.5 days now. We'll see how many rows on this blanket I can get done, and I'll probably end up with 1 or 2 rows of my star blanket done between today and tomorrow. And then after that, after this one, I'm going to start a blanket for one of my kids using the Karen Anniversary Cake Seasonal. One of them wanted Gingerbread Forest, and the other wanted Jules and Jolly, the pink and blue one. So every time I think I've come up with I found the perfect blanket pattern or stitch for them, I find another one. Heaven help me. If I can't decide pretty quick, I don't know what they're going to end up with. I might just hand them the skin of yarn and go, here, it's an IKEA blanket. Make it yourself. Actually, I would never do that. But I'll find something good. One kid doesn't matter to her whether it has holes or not. The other kid's like, I don't want holes in my blanket. Got to take that into consideration. So we're going to see what happens with those. I still, these are still going. So I still have time for that. And it's not for a Christmas present or birthday present. So we are good this year on that one. Okay, so that's the plan. So row 37, here we are. We'll see how far we get. This is going to be interesting and painful for my little hands. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye. And let's see. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. So I'll do a separate video on how much I've actually accomplished on this. Yeah. We're going to see how this works out. But until the next video, seeing how much I've actually done on it, let me know what's on your hook and what you're doing. Let me know if you've made a graph blanket like this before. How it went for you, how long it took you. Why not? And until next time, you guys have a nice day.